What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Junior and the Big Dog. I'm Junior, joined by Big Dog. How's it going, man?
All about the you,
It's all about
as
the you,
always.
baby. We got
Doing
a
good.
we got a new player, a new addition to this class actually. JUCO interior lineman. At least he's coming in as an interior lineman.
He'll be interior lineman.
Osman Traore. So it looks like we're gonna get some help. We're gonna dive into Osman Traore and talk about him a little bit, so you guys could have some information on what exactly we're bringing in.
Yeah, really interesting is strange because he's coming in as a JUCO, but he is fully qualified, so he can play right away. He's going to help us this year. He's going to compete for one of the guard spots, one of the either starting or as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really interesting is this is a young man that bet on himself because usually when you have somebody that goes to community college is because either they don't have offers or they didn't qualify in terms of grades.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't the case with him either way. He just didn't like the offers that he got. So he said, you know what, instead of committing to a university and not being happy, there, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to go to community college. I'm going to hit it and play hard and play tough. Went to a really good community college program in Hutchinson, which is one of the top-notch community colleges. Became an all-conference selection, started basically every game, became an all-conference selection, and bet on himself. And then all of a sudden, sure enough, Miami, LSU, whole bunch of different schools were coming around to him. And I'm really glad we got him. We got a guy who I think will compete. Let me put it this way. I've said this. Obviously, we know DJ Scaife is going to start somewhere on the offensive line. Now,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Scaife's position, we've talked about it before, is a guard. Now, does it mean that Traore is competing with Cleveland Reed and Zalante Hillary for that other guard spot opposite Donaldson? Or are we going to have two tackles where DJ Scaife kicks inside and then Traore is competing to be a backup, to be just in the rotation?
In rotation, right?
So
Yeah.
if we'll see the film of him now, guy is solid. I love it. He plays with a mean streak.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 337 is where he's listed at. Some of that might be bad weight. Butch Berry will work on that to probably get him down a little bit. But he's a big dude, and he knows what he's being brought in for. He played tackle. He started 11 games in
no,
JUCO.
he didn't play guard. He played guard in JUCO.
Right, but no, but there was talks about him coming, being a tackle. But
Correct.
but he knows that he's coming in, and Butch Berry wants him to be a guard. Like he said it
Correct.
himself. And he was quoted as saying, "I'm coming in as a guard," and
Would
he
you
he
know?
he mentioned that Butch Berry, he has a lot of faith that Butch Berry is gonna teach him some really good techniques and push him to get to the next level, which is the NFL,
Correct.
obviously.
Correct. And we talked about it on our prior podcast when we mentioned Traore. We said, when we were breaking him down, I don't see a tackle here at all.
Yeah, no,
In terms of footwork and those type of things, he's a guard, but he's a very good guard.
yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, if DJ Scaife plays a tackle, one of the two tackle positions, Traore has a decent shot to start ahead of Cleveland Reed or Zalante Hillary at that right guard.
I just think that is a cause for concern. If you got a guy coming in from JUCO and he's gonna be a plug and play guy over Reed
Let,
and
let me
Hillary.
ask let me ask you a
uh,
current question. Jeremy Shockey was a transfer.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
We've gotten a lot of good transfers. There's guys that don't qualify because of grades.
Mhm.
He just wasn't happy with the offers that he
Right,
that he had, and
right.
he bet on himself. Went to community college for a year, but the guy is talented. Listen,
Yeah,
you're gonna see the film. He's talented. If you look, and I'm not saying I know David Feely is going to work on him, and he's probably going to get down like 325 because he is carrying a little bit of bad weight.
hmm
If he is at 337 where he was listed at, but if you look at him, he doesn't look like he's carrying a lot of bad weight because he's just a big, thick, strong dude.
yeah.
And I don't think it's a cause for concern, especially when you look at Cleveland Reed is a sophomore, actually he's a redshirt freshman,
hmm
I should say. So having a guy that has a year of playing experience even though it's at the community college level, coming in and competing for a starting job, I don't think it says a lot because look what happened to Tommy Kennedy. He came in to be our left tackle, and he's not even our backup center in reality.
Right.
So there's
Yeah.
talent on the
Donaldson
offensive
is
line.
probably our backup center.
Yeah, I mean, and Traore might be. You never
Yeah.
know, but maybe they can use Traore to be the backup center.
Yeah.
In which case, it'd be perfect because then we could redshirt Ja'Kai Clark,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have to use him, and Traore could be the backup center.
Yeah. I mean,
So
you never know. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get to some of his clips so you guys could see Traore in action.
here we go, and let's get it started. Here's number 67, and you're gonna see the mean streak. Look at that. No, I want you on the ground, and now I'm gonna body bomb you. I love seeing that in offensive lineman. Look at that. I'll tell you what, you're gonna stay on the ground. You're going to see him here. Now, somebody mentioned something that's true that I hadn't really thought of. And which Traore, being that his experience is as a left guard, if he ends up, let's say Scaife is playing a tackle, look at that. You saw a good job of pass blocking. Now watch, this is I love. And he stays with the block all the way through. Um, one thing that I think would be interesting, and here we're going to see him again, and I'll get to the point here in a second. Here you see him pass blocking, but you don't see tackle feet.
No, you don't. You see a
You
big
know,
body, but
yeah, and a strong
and a
dude,
strong. Yeah.
and good technique in terms of blocking at the point of attack.
Yeah.
So the thing with that I was saying about this is that what you might see if Traore, if let's say he beats out Cleveland Reed in terms of ability,
Mm-hmm.
you might see Traore, if he's going to start as a left guard and they kick Donaldson back over to right guard again. That you might see. But if Traore's not a starter, then he'll go back up the guard positions and just play in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
But then it'll be Cleveland Reed starting at that guard, or if they feel good with the two tackles, they kick Scaife in. I mean, we know for a fact, obviously, our three starters are Donaldson, Corey Gaynor at center, and DJ Scaife somewhere on that line.
Yeah.
Either left tackle, right tackle, or right guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I agree with that, and I think Zion Nelson is well on his way to solidify himself maybe as a tackle.
as a left tackle,
As a
absolutely.
left tackle.
I believe it. And they could use Scaife at the right tackle, or if they feel good with Herbert or John Campbell, then kick Scaife inside to the guard.
We said it before, and I can't stress the point enough. We just need to find a rotation. Our five starters need to be solidified, and just don't
That's
mess
it.
with them. Don't move them. Don't play this whole game on let's trying to move this person to the guard or let's try to move him to the right side. No, let's move him back to the left side. We need to find our five guys and keep them there, and that's it. Build that camaraderie, and if some guy gets dinged up, that's why I think adding Traore, adding any offensive lineman, frankly, is good because having that depth is something that always could work to your advantage, especially if somebody does get dinged up. But I think we just need to find our five guys, keep them there, don't touch them, and build that camaraderie as an offensive unit. That'll
And what one of the things that I like about having Traore is that he adds to the depth.
yes.
Regardless if he doesn't start, he adds to that depth. We talked about another one. Let's say, God forbid, something happens with Corey Gaynor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Traore can play center, and you can leave Donaldson alone at the guard.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't. That's where we talked about that. You lose continuity when you start playing musical chairs. Every time somebody gets nicked up or somebody comes out of the game for because guys don't. It doesn't have to be a serious injury. Guys could come out and miss a quarter.
Yeah.
And so for that quarter, you're going to start playing musical chairs, and that's when guys misplay stunts,
Mm-hmm.
miss blitzes, and it ends up killing your offense,
Yeah,
if not your quarterback.
absolutely.
So I like the signing of Traore. I would have probably preferred if it was a tackle, but you know what? That's fine. I'm good with the guard, and I think we're going to get a good haul of tackles. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll know that Jalen Rivers is committed. So
That's
uh,
that's right. Yeah, as a
so
as
I'm,
a
I'm
striker.
plenty happy with getting Traore. And listen, LSU wanted him, and he was going to LSU next. LSU wanted him as a 2020 guy, so they
Yeah.
want him to return to community college for another year because they don't have a scholarship available now.
Hmm.
And so obviously he said, no, I'm pulling the trigger with the Hurricanes. And you mentioned Butch Berry won him over because he talked about that Butch was the guy to get him to the next level, to get him to the NFL. And I think he's going to be a really good ad.
Absolutely.
Really good.
So Traore, welcome to the U. Looking forward to seeing what you could bring to the table. As always, guys, it's all about the U. Like, subscribe, share if you can. We would really appreciate it. And go ahead.
Give us some comments too, and some constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
what do you guys think? What do you guys? I know a lot of the big one of the biggest concerns with Canes fans is the offensive line. So, are you guys happy with the signing? Are you guys disappointed? Are you guys up in the air? Are you just like us, not knowing exactly what he's going to bring to the table, but looking forward to at least the fact that he's adding depth to the offensive line? So let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. It's all about the you.
Absolutely. Give us, I was thinking, do this. Tell us on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the best, how you feel about the Traore signing and our comments
There you go. That's a good
and the
one.
reasons why.
That's a good one. All right, guys. See you guys in the next one.
Have a good one, guys.
Ryan Little. Yoga.